We are playing on PC.
Yes.
Someone asked what system we're playing on. I think that's my
Mhm.
friend Shope. What's up, Shope?
Hello,
Um,
Shoop.
all right, so let us quick starts. Let me just make sure we're good here. Roster. Oh, cool. I see you. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
So before we get started, would you like to introduce yourself? And
Hello,
yeah.
everyone. My name is Matt. I run a website called Reviewers Unite, and since the start of the year, I have been doing a Halo retrospective for the 20th anniversary. And it just so happened that yesterday it was scheduled, just happened to be scheduled out that my Halo 3 piece went up, and so it's very fresh in my mind. And you started the stream, I saw it on the Reddit, and yeah, I love Halo 3. It's my favorite one of the games that I've played so far. I'm still working through the retrospective,
hmm
and I thought this would be a good cause and all that, and I thought this would be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it worked out quite well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I know you especially wanted to start with the first couple of levels of Halo
Yes.
3. So I'm excited to dive in, and yeah, feel
Hmm.
free at any point to point anything out or mention anything. Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
My voice is so butch is what I'm hearing. It's probably because I just woke up.
Hmm.
All right, cool. Let's dive in
I'm
here.
told I have a much higher or like a more effeminate voice, I guess. I work in a call center. I'd say 40% of my calls they say ma'am.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Hmm.
All right, let's get started here. Halo 3. We're going to do easy. This isn't about skill, it's about
Hmm.
endurance.
Sure. All right.
So this is a rival.
Mm-hmm. And this cutscene is so good. Like the thing is, I played Halo 3 all those years ago, back when it first came out, but I
Right.
never played Halo 2, and so it
Now
was
that
just
was
kind of
quick.
a mystery what was going
Did
on.
I ever
But
tell you
what
that?
kind of works about Halo 3 more
Choose
so
whichever
definitely
side
than
you
2
want.
is that it works better on a moment-to-moment story basis. It's more
I did
focused
notice.
on characters
Watched
and
as
I
you
guess you'd say
became the
emotion,
soldier you
where the
needed
second
to
one
be.
has a lot of lore to it, especially on the Master
Like the
Chief
ever
side.
Right.
Arbiter
legendary
was actually a
and
really good
swift
character in the
and
second one. You really
terrific.
got his story,
A
but
natural leader.
in this one, he you got more
Only
Chief
tough
going
soldiers
on.
obey.
It's more
Something
personal in
no
that
one
regard.
saw
So
coming.
even though I didn't really understand the whole plot of the story, I really got into the game immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Whoosh.
So there they mentioned the luck thing, which I think I brought up
Hmm.
at some point. Um,
was I wrong?
He has main character powers.
yeah, exactly. He's plot armor.
Hmm.
This ain't good. Damn. How far did he fall?
2 kilometers. Easy. Stay sharp. Foreman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't know, Sergeant Major.
I love Johnson.
Yeah, he rocks. He really does.
Yeah. Like he was good in this one, but when I finally got around to playing Halo 2 and he had just such a bigger role there,
Oh,
he
yeah.
kind of gets short
Radio for
shrifted for the
people.
first half of this game. He
Heavy
comes into
lifting.
his own in the second half, but I feel in the
Not leaving
second
them here.
game he had a lot more going on.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
brave old fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces. Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Smoking,
You'll
yeah.
make a girl of promise
Yeah.
if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
Yeah, this is where they kiss.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is probably the most intimate moment between them.
Hmm.
It's probably
Yeah,
one of
because
your
most of
favorite
the
games of all time. Yeah, Flop. This rocks.
Probably the most intimate moment between these two too.
Yeah.
Arbiters with us.
Ah, just the dude doesn't flinch. You
I
got the
know.
piano coming in right at that moment. Oh, I love that.
So good.
So easy.
hmm
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
And they must love the smell of green.
Hell yeah.
hmm So one of the things about the retrospective is I've been doing it all in the Master Chief Collection, and with the first and second games, they did do remasters of it. So the third one is kind of in the middle there, where it is the oldest game on the set that doesn't have any advancement. So I was
Right.
wondering how it would hold up when you get after the second one advancement to the third one. And the thing is, like, what really stood out the most to me right away about this game and this level in particular is that immediately, even though the other game may have shiny graphics, maybe a little bit better than this one, I can't say for sure. The tech in this game is what sells it. You know, the others may have like nice shiny walls, but they don't have the foliage, the movement
Right.
of the leaves and all that. The layers on the what am I thinking here? The level itself, how it's more vertical than in pretty much anything in the other games.
Yeah. No,
Just-
for sure.
Mhm. The AI is a little bit improved, maybe not so much on the Marines, but the enemy AI has always been great in Halo, and it just gets better here. The explosions are better, just watching grenades smash a guy into a wall.
Right.
You know, so even if it doesn't have the shiny remake stuff, it's still you can still see where it's a leap forward over Halo 2.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, you were saying that it a lot of this level especially was designed to kind of show off what the 360 could do. Is that right?
Oh, definitely. We'll get to it later in the level, but there's that part where Johnson gets taken and you have to go to the base, and
Yeah.
it's basically a precursor to what first-person shooters would become. I mean, Far Cry 3 kind of set the standard for the attack the base thing, but this is where, like, the first real example I can think of where you have that sort of openness for just entering an area like that.
Right.
Rawr. And that was short. And then also on top of that, you have the audio changes as well. You know, they had like 40,000 lines recorded for this game.
Wow.
It was ridiculous.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this still is a pretty looking game, I would say.
Look at the water effects.
Yeah.
Like that was something in the special features they did for the game. They were like they spent like 5 minutes just talking about the water effects.
Yeah, right. It shows. It looks great.
hmm And of course, they don't waste any time getting introduced to the new equipment system. You got the bubble shields right there.
Right. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. I like the equipment stuff, but did you ever find any of them useful other than the bubble
Not
shield?
really, no. It's
Yeah.
like because there's like the bubble shield, there's like the like what the EMP ball or whatever.
Yeah, the
You know,
depleter. thing.
right? And then the health regeneration. Yeah, I mean bubble shield's definitely far and away the most useful.
Mhm.
I can't remember. Did they bring those back for Halo 4 and 5 or?
And I haven't gotten to 4 or 5 yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Before I started my retrospective, I got about halfway through ODST, and that was it.
Gotcha.
I have Reach on 360, but I never got around to playing it. So I still have to get to all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
So no, I haven't played Reach yet.
Well, so what's your where can people find your retrospective? It's on YouTube?
It's a written retrospective.
Oh,
It is on my
nice.
Yeah, the written word, so underrated at this time.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That, and it takes me so long to do anything video related that I
Oh,
can get
for
like
sure.
10 pieces out by the time I edit together a video.
Nice. So where can people find it?
My website is reviewersunite.com.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will 100% be checking that out.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. God, I love this game.
It is so good. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, certainly Bungie, you know, made a few more games. I hear Reach is supposed to be the pinnacle of the series, but like it feels like first-person shooters went in a completely different direction after the Halo games, you know, with the Modern Warfare stuff and then eventually the open world stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't really think of any games that feel the same way Halo does as far as a linear progression with the, you know, the sci-fi stuff. Kind of, I guess Bethesda is kind of doing that with
Right.
Wolfenstein.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I just haven't been able to fill the gap that Halo has left behind.
Yeah, it does kind of stand on its own in that regard for sure. Yeah, I think Doom and Wolfenstein's a good call out because, especially like I only played the first Doom. I haven't played Eternal yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is like that same kind of like just linear, straightforward, kind of plot and movement.
But it's not like the Call of Duty games where it feels like being dragged by the nose.
Right. Yeah.
Like they have vehicle sections in there which are basically just hold one button until stopping.
Yeah. Right. That's where we get into the Cortana stuff, right?
Yeah. I didn't know what the heck was going on when I first played.
Yeah.
It. Ooh. I guess she needs to be helped or something.
Right. I guess something's going on with her.
You okay?
Your vitals just pinged KIA.
Whoa. That's cool.
It's usually not something you want to say to someone.
Yeah, exactly. Someone actively on a mission.
Pelicans are at the river. I got company, so hustle up.
Oh, thank you, Bubble. What is that? Bubbles McPherson?
Bubbles
thank you for
McPherson,
posting.
yep.
Oh, Bubbles McPherson.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Thank you for posting a link to the website. And also, all of you people watching, there is a donation link at the bottom for Feeding America. Give what you can, and if you can't give anything, just go ahead and just retweet this. Send people to the stream if you can. It's all for a good cause.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, and that's out of ammo. Ooh, yes.
Okay, I used to replay this level all the time.
Yeah, I mean, not to say anything bad about the rest of the game, but this is definitely the petri dish level. This is where they
Right.
put everything into it.
Yep.
Banshees are gonna circle back. Let's head into the jungle, sir.
And you see less of it on the lower difficulties, but in the higher ones, they would always have the jackals up in the
Oh
trees.
yeah.
Yeah, those were always a pain. You
They-
know?
yeah,
Those are the
they-
instant death ones.
Right. This was always a tough section.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also just, you know, showing off the tech. You got these, you know, the trees, you know, and having enemies sitting on them just adds more verticality to the whatever's going on.
So we were talking about it last night. When did the 360 come out? Was it 05? 06?
I think it had to be 06 because Halo came out. Was Halo a launch title?
That's what I'm wondering. I think Halo 3 came out in like 07.
Yeah, it
I
had
believe.
to come out. I know it came out in 07, but I feel like the 360 came out earlier than that.
Right. Yeah, that's what I think too. So it's at the very least brand new.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they're just working with a new tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second half of Halo 2 just sets up Halo 3 so nicely. Where it's just like the it came out November 22nd, 2005 is the
Okay.
the 360.
Yeah, so it had like a 2-year lead on Halo 3.
Right.
Yeah. He doesn't want to make sure it was in everyone's homes before they started that huge marketing
Right. Yeah,
campaign.
exactly. Oh, which by the way, I love that marketing campaign.
Oh, one of the things I covered was the Believe campaign.
It's so good.
It is, yeah. I mean, it covers a lot of what can sometimes feel a bit missing in the Halo narrative, at least for me, from reading the books and all that,
Yeah.
is a sense of what are they even fighting for other than because they're soldiers and they fight.
Right, exactly.
Like, Believe gives you, the world was saved by Master Chief, and it's that's what they fought for, the world that exists now, a world where, things like art and culture can still exist, where it is worth people's time to build that giant freaking model set
Right.
that is like the centerpiece of the Believe campaign. And like some of the other Halo media just kind of feels maybe not disdainful, but just not caring about that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like one of the comic books, there was like a weird story about a pop star who was like, oh, why was I a pop star? Why didn't I write real music and all that? And it feels because the Covenant attack and all that, and it's, I don't know, some of that stuff can feel a bit iffy, and that's
Sure.
more on the novel and comic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See how they
Oh, but here it is. Yeah, this is the big open area. I mean, just look at all the various levels, the various ways you can approach it.
Right.
And they will become a staple of the genre in just a few years.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like it was ahead of its time in that regard, for sure.
The most successful first-party title was Perfect Dark Zero. Oh,
Oh.
so was Perfect Dark Zero? That was one of the launch titles, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay. Yeah, and yet people don't see. I haven't heard very good things about that game.
Yeah, nor have I. People do love that series, but I haven't heard about that game much.
Yeah.
I have the least stealthy weapons in the world: the Needler and the
Yeah.
the what's the brute gun called? The Mauler?
The Brute Shot?
Oh no, the one with the like
The one that's like a machine gun?
yeah,
The Spiker?
that Spiker. That's what it is. That's what I have. Oh, we got a hammer guy. There we go. I'm gonna take the hammer.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mentioned last night that I wasn't a big fan of the dual wielding.
Yes.
The one exception is dual wielding needlers. That's
Oh
always
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dual wielding Needlers is pretty incredible.
And like there's a level in Halo 2 where they just drop you in with like 5 or 6 brutes, and that's like the only way to survive is just keep jumping and shooting needlers everywhere.
Oh yeah, right. That's when is that when Gravemind sends you to
Yeah, and you got the best line. Boo.
yeah, boo.
And I think they took the dual wielding for needlers out of this one, so.
Kind of makes sense. What do we got here?
As fun as it looks. Cut the power. We're even, long as we're only counting today. Kilo 2-3, what's your ETA?
Play a game of Halo 3 on the 25th of any month. I just got an achievement for that.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I guess that was the day it came out.
that's
I don't know.
interesting. Wow, what a very specific achievement.
Yeah. Here's something I should have probably figured out during my retrospect. Do you know where the red versus blue lines are in the game?
It is in I think Crow's Nest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Crow's Nest. I think depending on the difficulty, I think it depends who is there.
Yeah, different lines for different difficulties.
Yeah.
One of the features for Halo 3, like the Super Legendary Edition or whatever, was audio commentaries for the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And they mentioned how there was like a bunch of places where they wanted to do like difficulty specific dialogue or scene changes that just didn't make it to the final cut.
Right.
Like in the opening scene where the Arbiter was being tried, they wanted one of the difficulty levels to have a grunt with like a hot dog carry like at a stadium. Yeah.
That would have been quite the addition.
Yep.
Quite the addition to Halo canon. The hot dog grunt.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag hot dog grunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Oh, okay, this is where we're going.
I call shotgun. Let's motivate. This is the 9:30 express to kick.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Nicely done.